Hi everyone, Nikki Wardwell Sleeth here from the Society of Witchcraft and Old Magic. I have a book review for you today of a book that I recently read that I just want to talk about because I felt like it was pretty good and it was quite important, possibly to a lot of people for a number of reasons. The book is called Goddesses in Every Woman by Jean Shinoda Bolen. She's a psychiatrist and also a trained Jungian analyst. And it's really fun to read this book if you know a lot about the goddesses of the Greek slash Roman pantheons. Um, Interestingly enough, so for all my pagan and witchy friends out there, Bolen is not looking at the goddesses as though they are actual spiritual entities and allies with whom you can communicate directly in reality in real time. She's looking at them in an archetypal way, um, and looking at the myths and how there's universality in the myths that each person relates to. And she really talks in great depth about a number of different types. Um, she talks about um, Hestia, Demeter, um, Aphrodite, Artemis, Persephone, um, Athena. There might be another one. Those are the main ones, and how different they are, and how they each have these roles, they each have desires, and how each person, I'm going to say person, she's talking about women, but I think men and women and non-binary people or people of every different type of identification have different amounts of these archetypal motivations within themselves to different degrees and in different combinations. So it's really enlightening once you see what you identify with as she speaks, which stories, which personality traits, histories, like a bunch of things that contribute to what you embody. And that's going to explain a lot of the desires you have, the challenges you have, the obstacles you need to overcome, the things you're trying to accomplish in life. It's really fascinating. And then it can also give goals as to how to balance some of those out and take on the traits of the ones that you would like for your own personal development. So it's really, really great. I loved it from beginning to end because you never stop relating to it in one way or another, or at the very least, finding the descriptions resonant with people that you know and helping you to understand a lot of your friends and family in greater depth. As Boland described various people's archetypes and how these show in their lives, I thought, oh my God, that's this person to a T. And if only they could read the book and think about it and be honest with themselves about their own archetype identification, it's really, really helpful. So I highly recommend it for the pagan and non-pagan alike. Good for anyone to read. Goddesses in Every Woman by Jean Shinoda Bolen.